What's good, YouTube? Flying Speaks back. Man, y'all are so lucky that my sound started messing up. Because there's a couple clowns in the comment section that I was cooking. I posted it. The sound was all messed up, so I had to redo it. Hopefully this one turns out better. Alright, so this dude, MDM1271. Like a complete Angel Reese hater and a Caitlin Clark worshiper. He says, so now you're starting to get angry at people in your comments for making fun of you for blindly supporting the Angel Brick Show. Alright, so... All right, number one, it's impossible for you to make me angry, right? I do get passionate about sports, but the type of person that I am, when I'm angry, you know, other things happen. You know what I mean? So like, if you don't know what anger is, like if you think this is angry, you don't really know what anger is. It's passion about sports, right? All right, as far as blindly, so I don't blindly support anything. All right, so I have reasons for everything that I support. She's a great rebounder, but a terrible basketball player, which was on full display tonight. As I said before, that's an oxymoron. There's no such thing as being a terrible basketball player, but like literally the best rebounder that the women's game has ever seen. That's impossible. That's an oxymoron. This is why I don't respect y'all. Camila Cardoso is the big man they need to build the team around. She's a far more skilled basketball player than AR. All right, Camila Cardoso and Angel Reese don't play the same position. Angel Reese is a power forward. Camila Cardoso is a center. Camila Cardoso is best to be the center because she's 6'7". Okay, she's very good. Like in the post, you can dump it into her. If she has position, she scores. All right. However, anyone who has watched Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso play against each other in college know that there is not this big separation between the two at all when it comes to that thing. But when it comes to that, and that actually Angel Reese is the far better defensive player. Right, I saw you in another comment say that Camila Cardoso is the better defensive player. That is absolute evidence that you don't understand basketball, you don't know what you're watching, and you're not even looking at the stats. Right, you're just dumb because you think defense is just run protection. All right, Camila Cardoso literally has to be taken out of the game on switches at times. For if they're facing teams that love to use the big man in switches and stuff like that, she's been put in a spin cycle many times. And usually when the team is doing that, you know what Witherspoon does? She puts in Izzy Harrison. All right. She's a better defender and better on offense. Well, that's a lie. She's not better not a better defender. But on offense, I mean, it depends on what you mean. Angel Reese is a better ball handler. Angel Reese is actually a better passer. Angel Reese, I think, actually has the higher IQ out there. If you really watch Chicago, you can see that. Camila Cardoso has the best low post package, and it really isn't an extensive package. She's 6'7". She catches the ball, seals off well using her size. She catches the ball, and she puts it up. And she might have a little bit of a better jump shot. Though both of them, I want to see them use the jump shots. Now, I don't even pit them against each other. I think that's stupid. They're on the same team. And it's good to have both of them as the foundation of your team. But make no mistake, Angel Reese is the leader of the team. She has better intangibles. All right. Better defender. Like, I can't respect your knowledge if you think she's a better defender. Angel Reese guards from guards all the way up to centers. Okay? If Cardoso took as many shots as AR in every game instead of AR, they would probably win more. She doesn't take that many more shots than her. Okay? And no, they won't necessarily win more games because of that. Because sometimes the problem with the sky, whether you're talking about Camila or whether you're talking about Angel Reese, is that they don't have point guards that can consistently get the ball into them cleanly. They don't have point guards that break down the defense and can give them dump-off opportunities as well. You'll see a great difference in their games as the years progress once they put in there a better point guard, a better player that can give, you know, they can run entry passes, one that can run better pick and rolls. They don't have those things right now. So actually both are struggling. It's not just Angel Reese struggling. Both are actually struggling. AR looked lost most of the game. No, she didn't. And doesn't seem to face well in a real adversity when she has to step up to the plate and take responsibility. Well, that's a lie, right? You saw the game against the Fever, where the Fever were actually up. Caitlin Clark hits a little three, makes a little ugly little face, right? And then all of a sudden, something clicked with Angel Reese after Alyssa Smith said you were too small, the little, you know, hand signal for that. And Angel Reese went off and won the game, right? That's an example there. Actually, there are about 3 games that Angel Reese won for the Chicago Sky. There was also another instance against the Seattle where she scores 27 points, 13 rebounds. Now, the funny thing about that is I never see your bitch ass in my comment section after those games. You're like a roach, right? When the lights are on, you're gone. Soon as the lights are out right now, because Chicago Sky's going through a little slump, because Angel Reese is going through a little slump, you're writing all these long-ass dissertations. I don't respect that, homie. Like, I think that's sucker shit. That's really what I think. And really, bro, you should be honored that I'm even paying you any attention right now. This will be the last time, though, by the way. She should have stayed home from Paris and worked on her game during the Olympic break, but she is more fun. Well, they had those things planned out, and they did practice. You know, you got to get away from basketball just like everybody did, just like Caitlin did, everybody did. And then what you do is you come back and you practice. All right, the difference between the Fever and the Chicago Sky is the Fever implementing new players. You have a new starter into the lineup, Michaela, who wasn't getting a whole lot of minutes all year. You also got Bannerman, you got Jefferson. They're trying to find out, Mariah, they're trying to find out what they have, and they slowly find out they don't have that. I will admit the loss of Marina Mabry is probably something they haven't recovered from, and they don't have a lot of time to do it. That's the reality of what's going on with Chicago. And then you got Kennedy Carter, who's sick every 2 days. I don't know what the hell is up with that. So you have all those different things, whereas you got Caitlin Clark has a consistent team. The only thing that has been changing is Fag Benlay. And then this other one, Dantes, who's coming in and scoring. Like, they're pretty much in a much better situation, much better team right now. But she's more focused on podcasting to be a Chi-Town Barbie than actually prove. Man, shut the fuck up. Now you're just talking shit. I don't care nothing about that. 3 of 10, and that was all from the paint. It wasn't all from the paint, but she was 3 of 10. Okay, she had a bad game. We know that. Right? But, like, stop acting like Caitlin Clark is out here running the world. Caitlin Clark scores 41% from the field. That is not something to brag about. That's not something to say, well, this is the future of the league. No, she needs to improve as well. She was 25% from 3 for a three-point shooter. She said that wasn't great. She had 7 damn turnovers and 5 assists. She didn't kill it, right? And a performance like that, you know, you have to have Kelsey Mitchell go off. You have to understand what Aaliyah Boston is doing for the team in order to win those games. You can't turn the ball over that much and not play defense, right? And then that game was very close to being lost again, right? Yeah, she gets the little layup towards the end, but it's again, it's a layup where people are paying attention to everyone else, and she's able to get to the damn rim because DJ Carrington has to stick Kelsey Mitchell and not on her, right? I see all of that. Still trying to take shots with 3 defenders guarding her instead of passing it out to an open guard. That's not really that much of a point like you think. Like you think, oh God, Angel Reese had 3 guards on her, 3 players on her, and she's still trying to go up instead of pass out. Well, maybe she's trying to get fouled. You can get to the foul line. Like, that's what scorers do, right? Any great scorer you know about, whether it's James Harden, Joel Embiid, hey, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, they got to the free throw line. That's really what she's trying to do in those situations because she makes her free throws. All right, it's not as simple as this A-B basketball that you think, oh, you're inside, 2 people there, kick it out. Now, maybe sometimes you should kick it out, right? But it's not like the most egregious thing if you try to go into the defense and get fouled either. Sometimes that's the best option, especially when you don't have perimeter shooters on the floor. Like, what you think? All right, so that's not a real point like you think. It's not an aha point. I actually hope for her that it's Teresa Witherspoon who told her to play that way because if not, she just don't have the court vision to be a top player. Court vision? You think she don't know to pass the fucking ball out? You're talking about a player who's actually won something before. She knows what it's like to be on a fucking team. All right, stop acting like just this little slump right here is going to tell the whole story on the player. That's stupid. If you're judging whether or not she has court vision based on just this fucking game, you're a retard. That's what you are. And a person that's looking for little things here and there. A person's game, like when I say Caitlin Clark is a turnover machine, I say that because she's a consistent turnover machine. Not because, okay, they turned it over once or twice here or there, or made a bad play here or there. They all do that. It's not how you judge a basketball player. You judge by the consistency. If she doesn't pick it up next year, people will only be talking about the CC Paige Bugers. Ain't gonna be no damn rivalry between Paige and no damn CC. CC is not gonna dominate like that. So I don't see that happening at all. And AR would just be a footnote in the rivalry they had in college. Yeah, okay. All right, so who we got? And as I told you, shut your ass up, yeah, because you sound stupid to me. All right, now who we got? This other dude, Silas Nick. I don't know you, dog, but let's see what you got to say. I don't know none of y'all. 7167 says, know what's corny? Desperately hitching your wagon to someone who is an actual wagon. Caitlin Clark. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Or do you mean Angel Reese right there? Like, who's hitching their wagon to Caitlin Clark? You desperately doing that? Or are you talking to Caitlin Clark fans? I don't know what you're talking about there. Maybe this is a typo. They do not belong in the same zip code. No sober mind would compare Andre Drummond and Steve Nash. Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't compare Andre Drummond and Steve Nash. One is a center, one is a point guard. All right, but a better comp, if what you're trying to do, I guess, is say Angel Reese is like Andre Drummond, I think you're wrong. Andre Drummond, okay, is more of the slow-footed, traditional center who was a rim protector and who was a rebounder. The only thing they have in common is that they rebound and dominate the boards. The difference, however, Angel Reese can get out and guard the pick and roll. Angel Reese can get out and guard guards, and she can guard the big people. That's the difference. Andre Drummond, you've never seen Andre Drummond out on the perimeter. So while you think you're making a point, you really don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Not really. Like, you just, throwing something out there to sound like you know something, but you really don't. Okay? Angel Reese does more than just grab rebounds. She actually defends. Okay? And really a good prompt for her first year will be year one Giannis. Raw on offense, needs to really learn, needs to slow down on offense and all of that type of stuff. Year one Giannis, but a lot of potential. Athleticism, can go guard whoever. That's more of an accurate presumption. And for me, for what I see her, I can see her becoming a 17-point-a-night scorer. It really ain't as much of an adjustment as you think. It's more of just having confidence in the jump shot and then a higher release point on the layups. It's very, very simple, honestly, to go from 13 points when you sold trash on offense to go to about 17, 18. And even the field goal percentage, I mean, she had a low field goal percentage at one point in the season. It got, during that year when she was Rookie of the Month, that field goal percentage went up. And then now she's in a slump. Yeah, part of it is like the whole team is in a slump. I mean, I see that. I don't expect you to see that because you're just a hater that's just out there looking for flaws. No sober mind would compare Andre Drummond to Steve Nash. Juju and Caitlin are the ones to redefine how to redefine how people view women's basketball. They're not going to redefine how people view women's basketball. Okay, Paige, I love her game. Juju, I love her game. But they're not doing anything anyone isn't doing right now. What is Paige and Juju going to do that Kalia Copper isn't doing, or Jackie Young isn't doing, or Nescu isn't doing, or Rike isn't doing? What are they going to do that they're not doing, that Jewel Lloyd hasn't been doing for the last 10 years? There's no new re-evolution in how people view it. Sure, there'll be new eyes coming in. You'll have that, but at the end of the day, when you're talking about dominance on the court, that will still be the big men. Why? Because the big men control the paint. The big men are the easiest buckets on the court. The big men take up the defensive responsibilities. Being 6'5" up to 6'9" will always be an asset in the sport of basketball. There's no such thing as this just changing into just guards. It's not going to become a 3-on-3 league. It's still going to be a situation that players like Aja Wilson in that image rule. Players like Stewie who fit that description rule. That's the way basketball always is. Period. And will always be. All right, and then too, let's talk about Caitlin and Juju and Beckers. I don't see Caitlin as being in the class of Juju and Beckers. I see them as being different. Caitlin is a better playmaker than the other two. Caitlin Clark is what you call a playmaker that can score. Okay? Paige is a scorer that can play make. Juju is a scorer that can play make. And I believe both of them will actually be better defenders than Caitlin, so they won't be in the same zip code. How do you like that? Caitlin has a big fan base. She does. A big fan base of a bunch of people who don't know what the hell they're looking at, don't understand basketball, don't understand that the fevered success is large due in part to them having a team that's already readily made, and Caitlin Clark being the last brick to the stone. She ain't the foundation. That foundation is that big girl, Leah Boston, who down there doing all the dirty work that y'all can't recognize. She's great at doing those things that I say Angel Reese does. Y'all don't recognize that because y'all don't know basketball. Y'all out here worshiping one player. You don't really support the actual game itself. And I mean, the same things I've always been saying about y'all, right? I mean, I want to see how it looks when Kelsey Mitchell leaves, right? Because she's not feeling what's going on. When Kelsey Mitchell leaves, and your Caitlyn ain't got that secondary scorer who's independent of her, going out there getting her buckets, and keeping y'all alive, I want to see how she looks then. You better not let Kelsey Mitchell go. I know that. Angel plays the same boring game that literally every other WNBA player plays that has made the league unpopular for 30 years, and she isn't even good at that. You sound like a stupid ass. Who are you? Solid Snake, you are a stupid ass motherfucker. At the inception of the WNBA, the best player was a player by the name of Cynthia Cooper, who was a guard. The second best player, arguably, was Cheryl Swoops, who was a guard. So Houston Comets, if you look them up, were a guard-oriented team who did have a big name, Tina Thompson. The combination of that created the greatest team in the history of the WNBA, arguably. All right, the next great team was who? Led by Maya Moore, who was Caitlin Clark's idol, right? Who was a two-way player, a scorer, who actually could get buckets like it was nobody's business. Kind of looked like Kobe Bryant out there, okay? More exciting than Paige. More exciting than Juju. If you want to talk about Maya Moore, go look her up, because obviously you don't know anything about the game. There ain't no such thing as, for the last 30 years, it was just a bunch of big players in the post playing. There always been players in the post combined with players who play guard. You put both of them together, that's how you win championships. That's how you do it. There is no, okay, one versus the other. In basketball, bigs will always be needed, just like guards will always be needed. There's no such thing as just this one boring way to play, and there's one exciting way to play. There's winning, and then there's losing. There's winning, and there's losing. When you win, that's exciting. That makes you happy. When you lose, that's when you're angry, and you're not excited. I don't know what the hell you talking about. She is not likable when she opens her mouth to speak. That's to you. I don't know if you're white or you're black, but I know to many white people she's not, because you can't relate to a black woman speaking. It offends you when a black woman has something to say. And if you're a black man, I don't know why I can't really tell what you are. And if you're a black man, you're probably a person that has a horrible relationship with your mother. You probably was getting bullied by your sister, and you got all types of issues with you. That Angel Reese offends you somehow, right? I'm not a person with any of those hang-ups, any of those issues. Like, I'm what you call a real man who stands on business. And when women see me, they see a man. And that's the way that works. So I can't relate to that right there. My 14-year-old daughter is more mature and emotionally intelligent. Okay, so when your 14-year-old daughter, right, who I'm sorry for her that you're her father, but when your 14-year-old daughter turns 22, I want to know, is she a millionaire? I want to know, does she have endorsement deals? I want to know, is her life going to be set forever? I want to know if she's going to have one of the biggest fan bases. That's whether it's social media and in reality. I want to know if she's going to be someone that transformed damn near a whole city like shit, like Angel Reese has done in Chicago, inspiring little girls and all those types of things. That's what I want to know about your little 14-year-old daughter who has a delusional damn father. She very clearly does not get in the lab to work on her game because her skill and coordination is next to zero. Okay, you're right. I bet you I would trash you on the court. I bet you I would trash your bitch ass on the court. Yeah, I don't agree with that, needless to say. I don't even address stupid stuff. The only reason the media is trying to ham-fist her into any conversation is because of the perceived optics of making it only about the white girl, and you know it. First of all, don't you ever in your life tell me I know it. I'll block your stupid ass for that. Don't you ever tell me what I know. But let me tell you something right now, okay? The media ain't ham-fisting her into anything. Angel Reese is out there with damn near 13 points and damn near 14 boards a night. Those are facts. Those are facts. Angel Reese is out there as the only rookie with a positive plus minus. Angel Reese is out there as a rookie with the best PER. Those are facts. Angel Reese is the rookie out there with a top 20 defensive rating. Those are facts. So you ain't got to ham-fist shit. All you want to do is look at what you think on offense is, oh, God, she's getting her shot blocked. Do you think that's enough to take her out of a race? That's because you don't know basketball. It's just that simple. Did I forget to mention you don't know basketball? Yeah. A joke of a comparison in college and a joke of a comparison. Yeah, it is a joke of a comparison, especially on the defensive end. It's a joke of a comparison. As great as you think Caitlin Clark is on offense, Angel Reese is better on defense. How about that? As great as you think Angel Reese is, as great as you think Caitlin Clark is on offense, Angel Reese is a better player on defense than she is. And as bad as you think Angel Reese is on offense, Caitlin Clark is worse on defense. Caitlin Clark is a worse defensive player than Angel Reese is as an offensive player. And because I look at defense, I think Caitlin Clark is trash. How about that? On defense, for sure. But I'm just not the type of person that's going to look at one part of your game and just say you trash because of that. I don't do that. But I will tell you, she is a playmaker that turns the damn ball over too much and is trash on defense. I don't want to hear anyone utter in the same breath as Caitlin ever again can finally put that silly Rookie of the Year debate to bed. Why? Because the Fever on the roll, because Kelsey Mitchell going crazy, because Aaliyah Boston handling business, and I got fucking Marina Mabry decided to leave with her little head case ass, and then I got another head case in Kennedy Carter who I don't know what the hell is going on, sick every damn other day. That's why. And first of all, we don't care about the Rookie of the Year debate. We know Caitlin Clark is going to get that. Caitlin Clark is a client of Nike. Nike puts all types of incentives in the contracts that you got to get Rookie of the Year, all of that. Nike is paying ESPN. They're one of their biggest sponsors. ESPN is going to put all of Caitlin Clark's games on ESPN. So, of course, and writers and people like that, they watch those national games. They pay attention to them. All Caitlin Clark got to do is score crazy on those ESPN games. And, of course, she'll get Rookie of the Year. But if you think Angel Reese putting up 13 and fucking damn near 14 boards a night ain't putting her in the conversation, then you're just a hating ass little joker that don't know basketball again. Did I forget to mention you don't know basketball? Not to mention that the Fever team is becoming a wagon because of CC running everything while they are unwatchable. While the Sky are unwatchable. They're unwatchable to you, right? But CC isn't running everything. Just because you're the point guard don't mean you're running everything. It means you're the primary ball handler, but you're also the primary cause of turnovers. And you're also the primary person that's getting cooked on defense. The Fever are winning because you have a consistent Aaliyah Boston, you have a consistent Kennedy Carter, you have a merging Lexi Hall, and then you have Caitlin Clark in there just as the extra final piece to what they were building for the last 4 years. All right, and this is the last time I'm going to respond to y'all. And then I mention again, damn, bro, you don't really know basketball.